Here we go. Hola. Guys, why does my camera keep cutting off? Okay, I'm normally on my desktop, but I'm on my laptop today, so hopefully it doesn't do anything crazy. Hi, everybody. Oh, I should have told y'all to have y'all cameras on. If you can, come on the mic, please. This is our
Hi,
first.
Nikki.
Hey, you're driving?
Yeah, I'm like 2 minutes from my house, and then I'm gonna turn my camera on.
Oh, no worries. Okay.
I just got done teaching.
Oh, no, no, y'all good. Hey, yeah, there we go. There we go.
Hi, good
Yeah, I'm
evening.
like, I gotta see the faces. Hey, India. Hey. Amazing. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Oh, let me move this out the way. How's everybody feeling?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Feeling
I
good?
normally I normally do on my desktop. I was like, I'm gonna do my laptop today. So if I'm like adjusting, it's because of that. Okay, cool. So let's really quick. We'll do I know you're driving, Alicia, but we'll do like a quick little intro today before we get started. Just tell me, you can say your name and where you are located, and what is something that people will be surprised to know about you. Anybody can care. Yes, go ahead, India.
Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm India. I live in New Orleans, and something that people don't know about me is when I started dance at 2, I started with tap dancing. So like I'm a really phenomenal tap dancer.
I love it. Yes. And it's always going to show up at some point. You're like, oh my God, thank God.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else want to go next? Oh, this
I'll go.
Hey, Alicia.
Hello. I'm Alicia. I'm from New York. And something that people will be surprised to know, not many people know, but I am basically fluent in American Sign Language.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really dope. Okay, I love that.
It's
Have,
my hidden talent.
yeah, that's dope. Have How often have you had to be like use it or been able to use it?
Actually, there's someone in my building who is deaf,
Mhm.
and he didn't know actually that I was fluent in ASL either. And I
Mhm.
helped him one day. He was having like an issue with like his DoorDash delivery. He didn't
Mhm.
understand what was happening, and I happened to be passing by, and I was able to help him. So that was pretty
Oh
cool.
wow. Oh
Mhm.
good. Okay. Okay. Next.
I'll go.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Hey y'all. I'm Tracy and I am from Toronto, Canada, currently. Um, trying to move to the States, so that's like a whole visa thing. But so currently I'm from South Africa though. I've been here for quite some time though. And I guess one thing that some people don't really know about me is I I really like to cook. And so one of my bucket list items that I'm finally doing this year is I have like a food page and I'm finally traveling to Paris to train under Michelin star chefs because a lot of my dishes are healthy meals that focus on like high protein and moderate carbs, moderate fats, but they're like seasoned masterpieces, right? And like the plating is real cute, you know? So yeah, like that's something that some people don't really know that I've definitely fallen in love with cooking and plating and uh, just making sure that healthy choices are made, but like that doesn't mean you got to eat like unseasoned chicken and vegetables, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's amazing. That's a nice
Yeah.
little side hustle as well that you got doing going on.
Yeah, it's been so surprising this year. Actually, just 2 days ago, this really prominent creative director, I don't know if you know him. His name's Mark Samuels. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so Mark hit me up Because I did like a whole Christmas party for some of my dancer friends, and he was like, Chase, I might need to hire you on set for like catering and like stuff. So yeah, Mark hit
Exactly.
me up a couple days ago for a job in the new year. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, tell Mark I said hi.
I will. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, next.
I can go next. Hello, how you guys
Hey,
doing?
hey.
My name's Keontae. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and it's supposed to be something somebody doesn't know about you. Um, I used to be in a singing group when I was in high school,
Oh,
my senior year. So that's something because I don't go around singing. I just like to dance and be a dancer. But so that's just something people don't know. I don't really go around like talking about it too much.
okay.
But I'm excited to meet you guys. Nice meeting you guys.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Miss Alicia.
Hey y'all, I'm Alicia. I'm originally from Huntsville, Alabama. Something that people would be surprised about is that I like putting furniture together. I know some people really hate doing stuff like that, but I like fixing things. I like putting furniture together. I like DIY projects. I haven't done anything like crazy or extensive, but it doesn't scare me to have like 1,000 pieces on a dresser. So.
No, that's definitely something that I'm like, oh my gosh. I have right now, I have an end table that's just sitting in a box. Like, I'm like, who's gonna do it for me? No, that's great. That's actually a really nice skill set to have as well. So good job. Okay. It's a couple other I know that aren't probably going to be able to make it on the first Zoom tonight, but we will get started. So I'm really excited. Obviously it's the top of the year. It's kind of like the energy, everybody's like, let's go, you know. So it's a great time to do everybody's doing like their own reset and their own, you know. So this is perfect. This is going to be a great space for all of you to really hone in on some of the things that I've already talked to you guys individually about, but also just as a community and you know moving forward in some of the things that's going to be happening within this journey. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. um, so what I like to do, like in the beginning, you know, I'm really big on just kind of setting the tone. A lot of stuff that we'll talk about is definitely mental, you know, just kind of setting the foundation for that in the beginning, early in the beginning, because you know, like this thing is it gets real out here in these streets of dance life and, you know, entertainment and we see all of the glitz and the glam and the shiny stuff so often that we don't ever think that it's like, oh my God, so much other things to this. It's not just this. So I'm very transparent when it comes to making sure everybody is fully aware of all of the things that's involved when we say we're trying to pursue something, especially in as a career or just like, you know, quote unquote, getting paid to do what we love. So in the beginning, we're like, all right, I just always, you know, want to make sure everybody is doing this thing. Like, what's the reason outside of, yes, okay, you might like to dance and you're passionate about dance, but like outside of that, you know, why are we really doing this? What is our thing that's gonna make us keep going when we don't want to go again, or we don't want to keep going, or we don't want like there's been a roadblock, or there's something that is making us feel a certain type of way. What is the thing? Because this program is going to pull all that out at some point. I've had people do the program and they're like, yeah, this ain't for me. Actually, I thought I wanted to do this, and you know what? I'm gonna go back over here. So I'm all for like, yes, let's figure it out. Let's make sure we are clear on the goals. And you know, obviously, it's like let's just choose the hard. What's the hard? The hard can be whatever your hard can be, and the hard can be like something that I really love. Like it's gonna be hard though, but I'm really gonna like go after it. So, um, one thing that tonight you're or definitely before by Thursday, I'm really big on affirmations. So that's something that I want you all to make sure you have your journals also, but like in your journals, just start creating, I would say a minimum of 10 affirmations that you can you can create or make, but I do them on stickies and you can put them wherever, preferably somewhere that you're all the time, like in your bathroom, so that you could do that every morning or at night. So I have mine in my bathroom, but it's on the side wall. So if I'm in the mirror, like I could just look at the wall and just say I'm affirmations. So and affirmations are pretty much the things that we try to speak into the present. So it doesn't have to always be like I plan to whatever. It's like, no, I am this. So, if you're somebody that's like going through a healing or, you're whatever, you're like, I am healed, if you're somebody that is looking for a relationship or, you want to have financial freedom, all of that, you just start to speak it in the present. So I always say like, I am a successful entrepreneur. I am a multimillionaire. I made X amount of dollars this year. So that we just start kind of speaking it into existence. The affirmations are more for like, obviously spiritual connection, mental. It doesn't necessarily say, oh, I dance for such and such. Not that. It's more of just like affirming the things that we want to attract. So you can say, I am a world-renowned dancer, choreographer. I am a author of best-selling book, whatever. Like, it's more of that affirming. And those are like just saying. So you can get stickies, whatever, 99-cent store, 99-cent store. They used to have 99-cent store in LA, but Dollar Tree or whoever, wherever. And make your affirmations, and you can like, it doesn't have to be a whole bunch, but try to get a solid 10 that you can say every day. Because even if it's like, I am confident, I am, I book every job when I walk into the room, something that feels like, powerful and strong, even if you don't believe it, even if you're like, that's the furthest thing from how I really feel. I had to fight the urge when I used to be like, oh my God, I love working out and improving my physical fitness. Now, when I first said it, it was not the truth. It was like, really at that point wasn't really trying to go to the gym and work out and do running. Everybody has their seasons. so you like, but I have to keep saying this so that it does eventually come to fruition, or it does become fact or truth. I said it so much to where it did happen. I was like, I do love working out, and I do want to improve my physical fitness. And, I was like saying all those things, even if I did not necessarily feel that it was truth or believe it. So if there is something that you are like, I have all the confidence in the world. You may not really have all the confidence in the world yet, but we're going to start speaking it into fruition or existence or fact. So confidence, whatever the thing is that you really know, like whatever is kind of like not the level that you wanted, those are the things that you want to start speaking or affirming. So I'm like, yeah, I want to be international, best-selling author. Okay, I'm start saying it. I ain't wrote the book yet, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming because I'm already affirming. I'm already saying these are the things that I'm saying I want, or I see happening. So the cool thing with affirmations, I have seen it happen in the group in these sessions, is when people like some of the dancers start saying some of the stuff like it happened. So, it's not fact, or, it's not fiction or like hypothetical. These things do um come into real time, because now you're saying stuff, and now you're speaking it out loud too. So you speak it out loud, we say a little affirmations, but then even going further than that, in your journal, like really write it down, not in your phone, like texting. I mean, that's cool, but there's something else when it's connecting to the hands, to the write out, like you writing it out. So write it in your journal. I did it where, and I'm gonna do it again this year, last year, probably a year ago now. I did it where I wrote, let me see, I think I wrote it like over and over again. I feel like I wrote it like enough times to where I memorized it, so I could say it wherever I was, if I was thinking about it. So write it in your journal, and then after you write it in your journal, and you can do this I would do this over the course of the next 3 days, definitely about before the weekend. So you do these, and you do your journal, and then you are going to take your phone and you're going to do a voice note, and then you're going to actually say it and record it. So now I have an audio version of all of the affirmations that I've written on the wall and that I've written in my journal. And now I'm saying them and speaking them out loud as like an audio, like my own little audio, little podcast, right? Whatever. So that when the time comes and I'm like going through whatever, I'm about to listen to myself say what I was thinking. And maybe I got off track, or maybe I'm whatever. And it just becomes a practice. So you write the sticky notes, you write in your journal, and then you also do a voice recording. So that, like, if you're in the gym, or if you are going for a walk, or if you're at work, and what I'm saying, you working or whatever, but you can listen to these. You're in the car. Like, I'm really good. Like, if I feel like, ooh, I need to hear myself because this trash that's on the radio ain't it? You know, Gossip, like, I ain't trying to hear none of that. I don't really care about what y'all got going on. I need to like listen to my thoughts and from the things that I've already been talking about. So you can play it in your car, listen to it in your earphones, whatever. There is something to that, speaking it out loud, because sometimes you think, oh, I'm confident. You might think it, but then to say it and then hear yourself say it back is like really powerful. So yeah, the affirmations is like kind of like a beginning, uh, like foundational part that you want to start early, and being consistent. So, and that will kind of help force you to do something like repetitive. So, how we like, oh my God, I said I'm gonna, okay, let me stick to something that I can do every morning or evening, whenever, or during the day, whenever. At least one part of that. So whether it's me actually reading it, okay, I'm cool, I can do that in the morning, or me listening to me saying these things before I go to bed, or me, I've written it in my journal, but then I'm gonna go actually read it. Let me read what I wrote, So those are small. You'd be surprised how powerful that is, because that will, I don't know, it's just something that is magical when you're thinking about certain things. So be specific, in what you want to write. Also, try not to be when I say specific, be detailed, meaning like, I am confident and powerful, whatever it is, just be like intentional about it. Um, and it doesn't have to be broad, and you don't necessarily have to name anybody either. It can just have fulfillment and meaning behind it. So that's definitely like one of the first things we want to start working on in the beginning. So your affirmations, sticky notes, and I've gotten some that were like clear. They have like these clear ones that you can like put on the wall, so that the wall still is the color, but the writing is like on it. And then write in your notebook, in your journal, and then also do a voice memo or voice note. You can do that in your phone so that you have that, and you will be able to refer back to that at any point in time, especially throughout, the 8 weeks. You can make it a routine, like how, let's say, for instance, if you were to he's like, oh yeah, I brush my teeth, take a shower, woo doo. Like, I have my little speaker. I don't know if y'all have had it, like a speaker in the shower where you like listen to music. I mean, what I'm saying? You can still do all that stuff too, but maybe sometimes switch it out and, like, let me just listen to my patients, while I'm in the shower. Like, that's the time I'm telling you, it's like it starts happening, right? So affirmations is cool. So how many of you guys have done affirmations, or you do affirmations, or you already got some? And if you have some, are there any more others that you've been like, okay, I need to add some, because like now I'm at a point where I know I need to add some more to the ones I already have. Because I know these by heart, and so now I need to start implementing certain things. I've had to go back and actually change some of how I said some of the wording on how some of them I said, because I was like, um, I was saying it like, okay, let's say, oh, I want more clients. Okay, then I would have to say, like, let's say, for instance, if I'm a choreographer and I want more clients, so my affirmation might be, oh, I want more clients. Okay, but you just want more clients, because that doesn't necessarily. What type of clients do you want? Ones that's like, it's like it's a struggle to get them to be committed, or like, no, I want clients that value and respect my craft, and they understand my, like, I need those type of clients. So you got to be like specific. So I say that about when y'all say, oh, I want to dance with artists. Okay, what type of artist? I'll be saying. So it's like I want to dance for, because I've done it. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to dance for artists. What type of artists are you wanting to dance for? Because it's tons of artists, so we got to like really be specific about, I want to dance for platinum selling artists. That's specific. You might not necessarily care about platinum selling part, but if that's what you want, you got to like just make sure the verbiage that we have is like super intentional. Okay, so cool. So y'all, you guys are great with affirmations. Now we're just gonna just try to start implementing that regularly on Thursday. I definitely want to just kind of hear a few. You don't have to share all of them, but just so that we can get an idea. And never again, everything doesn't have to be centered around getting a job either. It can be like, I manifest and attract my desires easily. That's like one of mine. I manifest and attract my desires easily. Something that is, it could be spiritual, relationship, if you want to be married, if you want to have kids, whatever. I plant my G-Wagon, da 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 da, whatever. Like, if it's whatever, say it so that we can know, okay, this is what we're saying to the universe. These are the things that I want. And ain't nothing wrong, like, hey, so got to speak it out into existence. Okay, and then what what is like, do you all are familiar with law of attraction? Yes. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So how how what are some of the ways that you've like implemented that, as far as like, okay, yes, I understand law of attraction. So what are some things that you all have done or are doing or have seen done when it comes to law of attraction?
Can I go with this?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm really into the law of attraction stuff, and like I actually follow it. Like I remember, YouTube Premium, and how it's like, well, here with the conversion rate, it's like $25 a month for YouTube Premium. But I needed the one with no ads, because there are times where I fall asleep to The Secret and the Law of Attraction, because some of the it's like hours long on YouTube, and I
Yeah.
I like I believe subconsciously it's shifting my perspective in the way that I even view myself because I used to be not necessarily negative, but there were times where I would look in the mirror. And this is actually going back to why I fell in love with like cooking and stuff because I dropped 50 pounds over the pandemic. And
Mm.
yeah, and so like I'm in like, round two, yay! So, but I remember looking at myself in the mirror and nitpicking, even subconsciously, like, oh, I don't like how this looks on my body. I don't like how I'm dressing right now. And I shifted that where now I don't even, the minute a negative thought comes into my head, uh, about the way that I look sometimes,
Mm.
it's like immediately like, no, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
There's, a fitness goal I might aspire to, but it isn't like, oh, I wish I was at that goal. It's like, no, I deserve a healthy lifestyle. I deserve to love the way that I look. Um, I love myself. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am fit.
Hmm.
So like because of the law of attraction stuff, I've been starting to just talk differently. And I
Yeah.
think that it's helped me um I don't know, manifest certain things that have just come as a result of me being more positive and
Hmm.
just more optimistic about my circumstances.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's great. The the law of attraction was one of the biggest mind shifts for me as a dancer that kind of just exposed, like one of my friends that was at the time we were work on a job together. I feel like it had to be like Christina. Well, we were dancing for a while, but he was the one that was like, have you ever heard The Secret? And I was like, what is that? And then he gave me so my day was DVDs. So I had the DVD, and then I just was like, "Yo, okay, I understand." But so cool is like because everybody kind of does it, but subconsciously you don't really think about it. You just like, "Oh, I want this, oh, I want that," and then you just kind of just go through life, and hopefully one day it just shows up. Oh my God! I got it. So, but now with more intention, obviously, because you understand how it works. But the secret and I feel like a lot of you guys are familiar with it, is and that's great, is that is one of the key things, well, not even just in dance, but just in life in general, but also when you understand the power behind it, it helps get you into certain spaces faster. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like I'm really going to be more intentional about the things that I'm saying I want. So if I and I'm going to work. So I'm going to put the work behind it, but I'm still going to be intentional about what are the things I'm saying I want. So if I know I want to work with Tyler Perry, I'm of course I'm going to do the work to try to make that happen somehow. But I am absolutely gonna like let the universe figure out how to make that. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I already know I done said it. Look, I got this picture. I got whatever. Like I'm doing that part, and then I'm thinking it, and then I'm doing the work, and then now I just need the universe to figure out how to make that happen. So I know that it works. So now that I know that it works, I'm about to put it to use in everything. So now what's something that I can do? Vision board, which is right now I was contemplating, like I was like, this year, I haven't done my vision board yet. I'm going to do it. And I was like, should I just do the wall? Because this has been painted like this. I've been in here over a year now, and it's just not done. And I kind of like just stopped and just like whatever, make sure everything else is done. So my office is kind of like blah. And I was like, I'm going to do a vision board, but I just can't decide what it's so much. And so I was like, well, I think I'm gonna do the wall this time because I've never done a wall before. I've always done poster boards. I got tons of poster boards. So have you guys done vision boards before? When's the last time we've done it?
Can I answer this?
Yeah, yeah, I said. No,
I'll be
hey, look, ain't no judging over here. Trust, because I'm when I say these things, they're coming from I be talking to myself. So don't ever feel no
Um,
shame, safe space.
so
I'm
I
talking to
did
myself
one.
too.
I did one in 2023,
Okay.
and um, I actually put it in my closet. So
Mm,
I had it, well, I put it in my closet in 2024 because I didn't do one in 2024. Um,
hmm
but 2023, um, it was a big board and it had the artists that I want to dance for. It had, um, you know how in LA or like maybe in Atlanta too, there's those rehearsal studios that are all black with like the mirror and they
Yeah.
have the risers to sort of prep for tour.
hmm
So I actually have that on my vision board because I envision me driving up to the studio,
Yeah,
being
absolutely.
in that rehearsal space,
Yeah.
rehearsing for a tour.
Yes.
And um, I guess last year, well, like this year, in the summertime I put it away because I was going through some things and injuries. I had knee surgery, y'all. I've been going through it, okay? But um I don't know, this, like speaking with you during like the onboarding experience a couple of weeks ago and watching your live, I was actually thinking about creating, a hybrid version and cutting out some of the stuff that I had on 2023 because
Yeah.
like I would stare at it every day and it was really powerful. But what I noticed was that when I didn't have it up for half of 2024, I wasn't motivated.
Mm.
A lot of the dreams that I had, with the rehearsal space and, working with some of my dream artists, they almost faded to the back. And it's crazy because I'm just realizing it right now that because I didn't have it at the forefront of my daily, like staring at it every day,
Yeah.
it's almost like I stopped believing it was possible for me
Mm.
in a way. I'm just realizing this right now. Sorry.
No, no,
But
it's okay.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay. No, y'all, that vision board is essential. It's mandatory at this point, especially if in the program. Hey, India.
I think the last time I did a vision board was probably Kiki. I think it was like 2022, maybe.
It's okay.
Up until that point, I did typically do them every year, and I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, like every single thing that I did, like the regular poster
Yeah.
board, put on, and all of that.
Yeah.
But I promise you, every single time and every year I did that, by the end of the year, probably like 90% of it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually crazy.
Crazy.
It's
Crazy.
insane. But in the past when I would do it, it was always geared toward like personal things,
Yeah.
financial things, different things like that. I've never actually done it for my career. I've only
Yeah.
done it for like my life and personal things. So,
Yeah.
me and my best friend were talking about doing a virtual vision board party with each other. So when we do that, I'll make sure I do it for my career. So I have it
Yeah.
this year. Or maybe a digital one. Is there like any platforms to do digital vision boards at all? Maybe I can make it my lock screen or something. I just
They
don't know.
do.
Oh,
See, so
Canva.
I had a vision. We had a vision board party last year. We didn't have time to do one this year. We had one last year, and one of the dancers or one of the students, she had a digital one. The only thing with the digital is I don't know. I'm just so like everything is going to technology, so it's like we're losing like the
Yeah,
touch.
the hands-on.
So that's that. I'm not saying don't do the digital. I'm also saying I still want you to like cut something and like you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something about gluing it and like I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
is special. It's special.
Yeah, it's special. But I was going to tell you that with the you can do one year I did one side had business and the other side had personal because some of the stuff I was like it was so much business stuff that I was like it's let me just let focus on this one and then added the personal on the other side. But and it's not bad that you know what I'm saying, you said 2022, but now I think it's great, going into new year to go ahead and even if you're revisiting some stuff that I think like a lot of stuff on mine is like I did it, but there's something else more. There's more to that. So even just kind of taking it up a notch or another level, and revisiting some things that maybe you have, like put to the back or, on the back burner or not. You're like, that ain't gonna never. No, bring it on back. Come on. It's like let me see that thing, that one thing that seems so crazy and like delusional, as I say, like so crazy to think. Yes, that's what we want to put on the vision board. We want the most outrageous dreams and thoughts and goals, possible. We want to see that on the vision board. Um, Personal too, whatever. You want to go to Dubai, put it on there if you want to go, because Dubai's on mine for sure. I've been to
I
Dubai
do.
once and I gotta go back. Like I gotta get back there. Can't, so those type of, and then, I want somebody to pay for it. I want somebody to hire me to go to buy all of this. I want it like work, I want people, whatever. If you want to be the Oscars, like you ain't got to think about, okay, yeah, BET, cool. Yeah, that's easy. But like Oscars, I want whatever. Let's start dreaming big. A lot of times we don't think those things are attainable or for whatever reason because it feels like, oh my God, that's just so far. No, it ain't. It ain't. It ain't. It's in reach. It's in reach. If you see somebody doing it, that means you can do it too. So vision board, that is mandatory. I give everybody normally like a week and a half to 2 weeks of starting to get that going. Because you're gonna want to start to see some of the things that you're thinking about, from creative direction to choreography to like, TV. I have every network cut out on my vision boards because I want to be on all of the studio networks. I don't want to just be on BET. No, I want to be on Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, Peacock. Like I'm all of them. I want to be on all of them in some form or fashion, whether it's on camera, behind the camera, choreographing, whatever. I want to be a part of it. So that's how these things start to show up, and you're like, oh my God, I'm on set today. Of course you're on set today because we had it on vision board. Like, oh my God, I just booked this episode for BMF or whatever. It's like these random things will start to show up, and it's not random. It's never going to be random or coincidence ever. It's never going to be that. It's always going to be, of course, this is supposed to be happening because I'm already saying things. These are the things I wanted. I've been affirming it. I've written it down. I've been talking about it. I've been watching it. Like I'm inundated with that type of content, not shade room, it's gone. No, none of that. It's gotta go. I'm inundated with these artists that I want to dance for. So, like those are the things now. Yes, put Chris Brown on your vision board or whoever you want to dance for, put him on your vision board, or you want to choreograph, if you want to whatever. Like this is how it starts. So the secret is basically that, law of attraction. You bring to you your thoughts and what you think about. And if people could really, I'm talking about really tap into that as much as possible, you'd be surprised some of the stuff that would happen. And it's not going to be like, I can't believe this is, it's going to be like, okay, yeah, no, this is supposed to be happening. I said I wanted to, and you won't, you'll be shocked and surprised and all that, but it won't feel like it's not supposed to happen. No, it's supposed to be happening because these are my thoughts. So the Law of Attraction is also a book. I feel like I'm gonna go through the app tonight too, with you all, so that we can just kind of comb through that so y'all can see how it works. But I'll double check. But the secret is on YouTube, and I think I have it in the app. I just got to double check to make sure. But if not, I'll email it to you so you guys can watch that as well. And there is a book also that you can read That's really good. And it's more of a practice, not it's not anything that's so like crazy, but it's like if you really think about some of the things that you think that the thoughts that you have and really putting it to use and being super intentional, like you really gotta zone out sometimes. And because of all of the stuff that's going on right now, even through social media, just it's a lot. Y'all have to really be tunnel vision and like be aware of what you're consuming, because some of those things are the things that end up getting in the way, or all of a sudden it's like drama all around you because that's all you've been consuming. Of course it's gonna be drama around you because that's all you're watching, that's all you're like feeding yourself. So everybody that does this program, I always just say in the very beginning to just be aware of that kind of stuff, but also take this time to just be selfish, and it's okay. Everybody else will be all right. You know what I'm saying? I know all y'all probably pour and give, but sometimes you have to take a second, which is great. Everybody's doing a little reset or whatever. But really take this time to be able to pour into yourself so that you can use all of the tools that you'll be learning and apply obviously as you go, but after, right? And ever needing to like go back and readjust and whatever, you'll be able to you'll know how to do it. So the secret and like the law of attraction is something that you want to immediately begin practicing. So the vision board is one of the ways to do it, obviously, making sure that you are seeing it consistently, like how Tracy said she put her board away, so she didn't see it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I even want it behind me. I don't know. I got to figure it out. But it needs to be in view. You got to be able to like see it every day. And what I did was take a picture of my board, and then I also had it as a screenshot. So I had it on my phone, and then I had it like on you want on your iPad or your desktop. As long as it's visible every day, at some point you need to look at it. Um, Outside of that, I'm just big on speaking it into existence. Sometimes we're scared to say the thing that we want. I think I definitely, as a dancer, was afraid to like say out loud, not even just say out loud, just thinking some of the things was like, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Like Super Bowl to me when I was a dancer just seemed way like, ain't no way in the world I'm ever gonna do Super Bowl. It just didn't seem realistic, right? And now it's just like, no, everybody can do Super Bowl. Everybody can do Super Bowl. And granted, a lot of it is because halftime has become the main attraction of the game. Nobody, I mean, they care about the football, but not really. Everybody's coming to see the halftime. So it's more of an entertaining factor. But it's not hard. Like people are doing Super Bowl 1 and 2, 3 times. They're doing it a lot, which makes me be like, yeah, like that. Why did that feel so far fetched and so like, ain't no way in the world that can happen, but it can. So whatever your thing is that you feel seems outrageous, like put that on the vision board, whatever awards and whatever. It like there is no limit. That's the beauty of it. And then you start saying these things out loud, like, yeah, I am going to dance for such and such. I am going to go on whatever tour. I am going to be at whatever your thing is. You start speaking it out loud, um, which is another form of like the law of attraction. Because now I'm talking about the things that I'm wanting. All of that is like all of it's like a mindset shift. You just kind of like, oh, okay, I just got to just start believing it, speaking it. And I had kind of like an alumni. We did like the end of the year, Delulu 2025. And and we were talking about there's something great about, having the feeling of like magic happening, and you just, you believe something to be true, even if it feels like it's impossible. And you know how you have, as a child, as kids, we were all very like, there's no fear, just, oh my gosh, like, I believe everything. I can do anything. I can be whatever. And it's like there was no fear at all as a child at all. But, we become adults and then fear comes and you're like, ooh, scared. I am terrified. Be like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh my God. It's that feeling of, sometimes fear comes in, and it's human, natural. So it's nothing wrong with that. We have to get away from fear as far as possible, because that sometimes is the a distraction and also like a hindrance on our progress, because fear will take over and will stop you in your tracks from going after the thing that you were going to do or wanted to do, or now all of a sudden it don't feel like it's possible. And I will always be like, okay, go back to how we were as kids and just, affirming it, believing it. And we was talking about the magic of my daughter last year just found out that there's no Santa Claus because my sister told her, because she was like, well, I didn't want nobody at school to tell her, so I didn't want her to find out that way. So I just told her that, there's Santa Claus. And Kennedy, my daughter, she was like, she was really sad because she was like, I really believed that there was Santa Claus. And it was her fate. I mean, it was just like, she was like heartbroken. But it reminded me of like, yeah, like we gotta have that belief of the impossible. Like, it's just there's magic out here for our dreams to happen and come to fruition and be a reality. We can't lose that ever, So no matter how old you get, even for me, I'm older and I'm still like, oh, I'm still believing in the miracle of me doing this, that, and the other. Yes, I'm going to direct this and do that. Like there's magic there that's going to happen. I believe that, and I can't let reality start to set in and make me be like, oh, okay, well, no, it's real. So like delusional. So that's the whole idea, is we're going to be Delulu 2025. So don't let fear ever come into play. Even when you guys are starting to step into spaces that maybe the first time you've been there, or a lot of dancers in real time will be going through auditions or rehearsals or on the job while in this program, and all of a sudden they're like, it's happening because we've been talking about it. We're like, we're going to be talking about rehearsals and on the job and this and that and the other. So when you start doing those things, you got to step into a space of like, okay, I've been talking about it, so now it's happening. Or and not revert back to, oh, if my confidence, or I've never done this, or I've never been on a tour. No, it doesn't matter. Like, we're speaking these things into existence. So some of that will start to show up, and it may show up faster or sooner than you thought. And that's great. So now this will help kind of like, all right, I can do it because I've already thought about it. I've already said I wanted it. I've been affirming it. I got it on my vision board and I've been talking about it. And I've been listening. I've been studying. I've been like, okay, so what I'm saying? Hey, it's on the way. It's on the way. So that's something, law of attraction, vision board. We're gonna work on that. I'm giving everybody 2 weeks, myself included. So I will be doing mine as well. I have some new things that I want to add. I'm mad that I didn't do, normally I do it like in October. Last October I did it. I mean, October 2023 or 2022. Yeah, October 2022, when I did that vision board, I put on there in October, I put on there studio, like studio. I didn't, at that time, this was not a thought, like, there's no way possible, right? Like, literally, ain't no way. But I'm gonna just put it on there. We'll see, And literally that January, got a studio. I was not really prepared, honestly, to do it and get it and all that. But hey, I put it out there and stuff just started moving and shaking. And so sometimes you also have to be prepared for the shift faster than you maybe planned. I was thinking, oh, you know what I'm saying, put it out now and then. I probably got a year or so before that ever happens. Because I don't see myself doing that right now. I don't see that happening, but I do want one. I like in my soul, I want my studio. And that was a year and a half ago. That happened, it happened fast. Those are just like, that's like one of the things. So many other things that I know I put on there that was kind of like, this is easy. It's easy. It's easier than you think. You think, oh my God, this is gonna take forever. No, it ain't. Oh my God, I want to work with such and such. It's gonna happen like that. That choreographer that you've been dying to connect with, it's gonna happen. Put them on a vision board. All of a sudden, you're gonna say the name, and then the dots start to connect, and all of a sudden, that's how it works. It's never it's not like planned out, and it's not there's a sequential order to this thing. It ain't that. It's just thinking it, and now okay, cool. We're gonna figure it out. It's gonna happen. So vision board, get that done in the next 2 weeks. Journal, affirmations, stickies, voice note on your phone, or iPad or your computer, so that you have somewhere that if ever you are chilling, or you find yourself getting caught up in the matrix of the world, okay, or you get caught up in some stuff that's like, yeah, I don't need to be looking at this, or what are y'all talking about? Who are we around? Hey, that's another. I'm sorry. I tell you, keeping it real. Who's around you? What's the conversations? Who, you know, eh, relationships, that's important. We got to have support, people that are supporting you in your dreams and not telling you crazy. No, my pet family, not my mom and dad supported me in everything, but like my other family thought I was nuts for moving to LA, talking about you trying to dance. It's like you got a degree. Like, what are you doing, girl? Go get a job. You know, like, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That I don't. That ain't that. This I don't feel fulfilled with this. Like I did the job. I substitute Todd and I did that. And I was like, yeah, I'm a struggle. Okay, I've accepted it. I'm okay. I'm gonna figure it out. So make sure you are definitely that you are not allowing any other outside. And that's why I had this community of crazy folks, because yeah, we're all crazy. We're all out here like delusional. What are y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to dance? What are you talking about? You trying to work with who? Girl, you don't say that. It's that. It's like, it's nuts. It's nuts. We're all crazy. I know. I love it. So yeah. So I'm really adamant about making sure you're surrounding yourself with people that it's not that they don't like, they gotta support you, but they can't be feeding you negative thoughts and like saying like, what you're trying to do is crazy, or, you don't even know what you're trying to do. So it's not even whatever. So be aware of that. And if you have to adjust, for this period, whether it's just being mindful of the things that are around you, people that are around you, making sure you are staying in a mental space that is positive is so important. We got enough of life with the world, so we don't need no other stuff coming in this party. Okay, so it's always good over here. We always gonna have positive energy, talking about our dreams and goals and stuff like that. It's always going to be that. But when you aren't in this space, just please, like, make sure you are, when I say selfish, meaning you're making sure that you're good, that the things that you're watching, looking at, consuming. I tell everybody that when they do the program, like, you should either mute certain pages or just make sure like what's coming on your feed is making sense with what you're trying to do. Because if it's like drama, gossip, trash, all that. Like I don't follow Shade Room. I don't follow none of those gossip pages. Um, I'm very particular about who I'm following and what content I want coming on my page. So yes, if you're trying to dance with such and such artists, yeah, I'm following. That's all I want. I want to see what y'all doing. What's going on? I'm all up in the business. I want to know. If there's a certain, director, actor, producer, casting director, choreographer, creative director, dancer, whoever, these are the people pages that I'm following, because this is who I'm trying to connect with. These are people that I want to work with. These are people that I aspire to be like, whatever. So making sure that I'm intentional about what I'm seeing every day, because you're going to get on your phone. So we know that. And then what we are listening to. So outside of you listening to the people that you want to dance with or work with, whatever, movies or whatever, it's cool. But just if you ain't trying to dance Sexy Red, I wouldn't be listening to Sexy Red. Like, mm-mm. This ain't the type of artist that I'm. No shade, but no. So I'm not listening to that. I'm listening to okay, if I want to dance Chris Brown, I'm putting out all he got a million songs. It's great, that's all I can just listen to Chris, If Beyonce's your girl, yes, tons of great music. Just I'm saying, just listen to the things that you're wanting to. You don't have to listen to the radio. You don't. And then your affirmations. Anything spiritual, of course, like get some sermons in there. You're gonna need it. So just be aware of that type of stuff during this like process that you're like consuming and putting into your body outside of you going to take a class, and what you're eating, also what you're feeding yourself mentally, spiritually is very important. And then I like to just, I'm honest when I talk about how the industry is, and I've been here now 20, well, I mean, I started in 2000. Yeah. I mean, 25 years, 24, 25 years. So I'm really honest on, and I'm still doing it. So clearly, I love it. Clearly, I love it. There is no other thing for me. I committed to this that long ago, and it has been an incredible ride. There has been ups, there has been downs. There has been a lot of mental, just learning that I've done, growing, obviously. But what I can say is I want to prepare you for all parts of it and not just the good parts. So the good parts is, yeah, you booked the job and you dance. Okay. Yes, but like what is the other stuff that I want you to know and be ready for and prepare for as much as possible, even if you never experience it. Some of y'all might never experience any of the things that I'm talking about and be good. And you might be like, they ain't never happened to me. I've had stuff never happen to me that I know have happened to other people. Like I had one bad experience with an artist. It was Puffy. Ain't that something? Hi, ironic. And that is on everything. In my 25 years, that was the only artist that I experienced was like, whoa, this, yeah. And then had I experienced that type of stuff early, I would have questioned, like, I don't know if this is me. This is how all them act. Nah. So he's like the only artist. So I've never, but now other dancers have had experiences with other artists that wasn't great, pleasant. But I can say that I haven't, except for one time. But everybody's experiences is going to be different. Everybody's coming in at different levels and different ages, different backgrounds, locations, demographics, all that. Everybody's going to be different. Oh, I'll tell you, everybody's going to be different coming in. So your experiences are going to be different. Nobody will ever have the same experience. With that job, it was for BT Awards, and we were performing with him with it was him and Dirty Money. And it was just like he threw a chair in the rehearsal, and he was just mad about like why are we throwing chairs? Like Matt, I don't even I don't even remember why. It doesn't even matter why you're mad. It should never get to that point where we're throwing chairs in a rehearsal. And I mean that was like that was like 2010 maybe. So, he really, really turned up. But it just also wasn't it didn't make me feel good. I'm just like, yeah, we don't need this don't need to be happening. It should never get to that point. And everybody's at work and we're trying to be professional. Um, and so I always that stands out to me as a bad experience. That stands out to me more than some of the good experiences I had. And so, that's why you got to just pray for it. That's why I said be specific on what you're saying you want, because you can say I want to dance for artists, but like what type of artists? I want to dance for artists that respect me as a dancer and a performer, that value my talent, my time. That you can start speaking that now, and then you will find yourself on the jobs that is like bliss. Like, oh, I never want to leave this. Like, please always hire me. I never wanted to leave Christina Aguilera jobs. I was like, where we going? I am available always. You pray for those type of jobs. But when I say that's what I'm saying, start now speaking those type of jobs. That way you can't just like, yeah, I'm just ready to work. I'm just ready to yeah, but nah, because you're gonna get on the wrong job that ain't it. And they'd be like, I don't want to do this. And that's how a lot of dancers be feeling about the industry. They're like, yeah, I don't want, it was messed up, or they ain't treat me right, or the money was funny, and you get all of that. So start now implementing the type of jobs you do want to attract to you, and speaking that and being real clear, so that when they show up, you're like, yeah, these are the type of jobs that I have been praying for. This is what I've been speaking into existence. So and of course, there's jobs I know dancers have been on where the choreographer was an asshole, and you're like, how do you deal with that? Every job will be different. And we will definitely go into more details when I start talking about actually being on the job. When we start talking about when you on the rehearsal, in the rehearsals, when you are on set, when you are on the tour, when you are at the live show, when you are on, doing this commercial, whatever. We're gonna talk about all of those, but I also just want you to just kind of just be prepared for, the disappointment. There are such as life. I can't really say his name. It's just like I want you to be prepared for disappointment. I always say prepare for the worst and you just hope for the best. I know that sounds terrible, but it's the best way to be and how you move so that you can stay protecting yourself. I always prepare for the worst. Even when I get booked on a job and they, hey, we want you to choreograph this commercial, I'm like, so excited. In my mind, I've already prepared for it not to happen. As sad as that is to admit, I've already prepared for it not to go through. I've already prepared for something to, oh, they postponed it, or oh, the dates changed, or oh, they're going in a different direction, or oh, the director said that he liked you, but we'll do like I'm already mentally preparing for the worst. So when I get it and it does go through, I'm like, oh, yeah, like, but I was already ready for in case something don't go through, I'm gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. I will be all right. And that's how you gotta move. You literally have to move like that. I do it on a daily. Right now, I'm up for a job that they said they were booking me for, and I'm already prepared for it to not go through. And if it goes through, even better. But I'm going to be good with or without it, regardless if it happens or doesn't happen. You got to move like that even on the big jobs. So I've been up for so many jobs. Many jobs I've done, they were half of that, double that, and those are jobs that I didn't get. And I am able to obviously do that years, decades later. But if there's a way for you to start figuring out, like, how can I start implementing this mode of operation mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever, to like, because I need you to start gearing up. It has to be like, I'm getting ready for war. Okay. Like, I'm getting ready for war, meaning I'm about to go out here and fight for my dreams. I'm really about to go out here and fight for these jobs, for these opportunities, because I deserve them. I'm ready for them. I'm getting, I understand, woo de woo, but I'm preparing for the worst. The worst is I didn't book that audition. Okay, you're gonna be okay. I didn't. Okay, so what? Next, come on. Next is another audition coming up. Okay, so now for me, when I danced, it was the end of the world. Oh my God, I didn't book it. I'm going to lose my mind. Oh my God. Like I'm not gonna make it. It was like it was the end of the world. It was the end of the world. I cannot believe I didn't book it. I killed it. Like, what? They said I was good. Like, it was all of that. And it just took me so long to like, I had to like bounce back and then gotta go to another, it was like a routine. And if you're not mentally strong, it like that will take you out. You just be like, I can't do this. I'm good and I'm not booking. I don't understand. Why didn't I book that job? So then you start asking all these questions and thoughts and like, but they not even, or I can't believe I thought, but they said, you start doing all the analyzing, and I'm just here to tell you, like, stop, don't even do it, just let it go, let it go. The job wasn't for you. It's another one on the way. It's about to be so many more coming around the corner. That mentality, if you can tap into that so quick early, it was going to help you and save you so much time, agony. Because now we gotta keep it moving. We gotta get to the next thing. We don't have time to dwell and sit and sulk and I didn't get the job or it didn't go through. I can't believe like all of that. I want you to feel the feelings and I want you to go through all the emotions. I'm not saying don't be disappointed or cry or whatever. But at the same time, there's so much more out here. Y'all, wait till I tell you all of the other things that's gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't know that was that, and there's there, and that. It's so much more. That one thing, it's okay. Next, next, next. So how do I start creating more opportunities? How do I get to more opportunities? Like that's our goal. You are essentially, like I said, you're an independent contractor. So this one job that you didn't get, it's a million more. So we got to try to go find the other ones. We got to go get to the other ones, even if we're creating them. That is going to now be your mode of operation. I'm going to go to the jobs or I'm going to create them. I'm going to find them. I'm seeking them now. It's not me. Okay, yeah, I had an audition and I didn't get it, but I'm about to go figure out this brand situation tomorrow. I'm about to go hit this choreographer. I'm about to hit that dancer. I'm about to go shoot this content. Okay, I heard they got an audition coming up in about a week. I'm just doing my research now because I know the choreographer. Like I'm working. So now your feelings won't be so like distraught if you don't book the audition. I'm like, I'm trying to save y'all some years, okay? Because it took me years, and I was like, oh, I got not used to it, but it was like, oh, okay, it's normal. It's normal. The job, they already had the dancers booked. They just did this for formalities. Okay. Whatever. They only looking for one person. They told y'all that they needed all these dancers and they really only looking for one person. So it's like we get caught up sometimes in what's in front of our eyes and what's happening in real time. And I'm here to tell you that it's just all a facade. It's it's this mirage of things that are happening and you think it's this and it's really not. So prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So when things do go well and it does, you do book the job and it does go through and it's amazing, then it's like, oh my God, this is great. This is great. I just want more of this. I want more of this. I'm always going to be prepared for war, though. I'm always going to be prepared for if something doesn't go through or doesn't happen or is postponed or canceled. Because, y'all, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen to you. It happens to the best of the best. All of your favorites have been canceled on, have been postponed on, has been switched out. Management has changed. They're going in a different direction. Fired, replaced, whatever you want to call it. Like definitely, it has definitely happened, and it's nothing new under the sun. It's just the nature of the business. And if you know that, it's like, okay, I've accepted it and I can't change that. I can control what I can control, but what I can't control, it's like there's no point in me giving all of the energy to that. So rather than dwelling on something that didn't go well or didn't happen for me, I'm going to maybe give it energy, but I won't sit in it too long because now I just have to readjust. So that obviously comes with practice and over time, but the faster you can try your best to like, okay, it ain't gonna knock me out. It ain't gonna like, it ain't gonna kill me that I didn't, it's not gonna do that to you. You won't feel how you think you're gonna feel because you've already mentally prepared for if it doesn't happen. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna work through it. I always say it's not gonna last forever. I have to say that to myself when I'm in a rehearsal or you're on a job that is shitty or it's like it's whatever feels just like this ain't gonna last forever. It's not gonna last forever. It's going to come to an end. It's going to be over soon. You might be on a video shoot and you're like, oh my God, we're still here. I said I wanted to do this, but it's okay. This will come to an end. It won't last forever. And then I always say, this too shall pass. So that's just scripture. You gotta be like, this too shall pass. You're gonna look back on this moment in 5 years and be like, oh my God, it was not that serious. It was not that deep. There's so many of those I have all the time. I'm like, oh my God, I was tripping about that at that time. It's not that serious. And so this too shall pass. Whatever it is, as crazy as it may feel at the time, this too shall pass. So those are all like, little nuggets that you can just kind of like try to keep in you and with you throughout the journey forever. And know that you can figure out how to get through it, or know that if it doesn't happen, it wasn't supposed to, for whatever reason. Sometimes it's protection. Sometimes it's just like, hey, you know, the trip got canceled. I ain't gonna question it. I'm sad about it. I was ready to go hit this flight to such and such city. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. And I'm disappointed and upset. I'm feeling how I feel, but I have to like muster up strength and then keep it moving. Okay, next. What's my next? What I'm about to submit for now? And so that's how you begin to operate. And it becomes less personal and more business. And then you understand the business of the industry. It is a business. Everybody be forgetting. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, yes, it's this. And, you like, it's such a creative space and it's open and we just passionate and we just, oh, it's love. And then we forget it's a business. It's a business. These people out here are handling business. And it's never personal. It's never, oh, we don't like you, so the show got canceled. No. they didn't sell no tickets, so the show's canceled. Or the artist said they don't feel like doing the show, so it's canceled. It's never personal. And the sooner you understand that and know that it's business, everybody is moving and operating as such, the better you will be equipped to handle whatever disappointment may come, whatever changes, adjustments are happening. You just kind of start moving differently, and it's more of a protection for you, but also just knowing that your dreams aren't always like butterflies and rainbows, and it's just going to be this big box with a bow on it. And it's like, oh my gosh, yay, here's your, here's the gifts and dreams you've been wanting. Like, it ain't gonna show up like that. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be exhausting. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be like woe out, like sleep deprived. You're gonna be like, it's early call times. It's like red eye. It's, ooh, we gotta be on set. I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I gotta be there by 6 a.m. It's like, what? Y'all ain't told me that part. No, they ain't telling you that part because who's gonna tell you that part? Nobody. They're gonna tell you you booked the movie, or you booked the tour, or you booked the live show, or you booked the commercial. It's like, oh, the pretty part. Cool. That's I love that part. But like, I need to know the other side. Yeah. No sleep. This video shoot's about to be 24 hours. I've been on a 24-hour video shoot. That How am I on this set still? I got here at 7 a.m. and we wrapping 7 a.m. the next day. That's 24 hours. I've been here. Like, what? No, but that's your dream. Your dream was to do this music video with this artist. But guess what? You're about to be here for 24 hours. So that's no sleep. No sleep. I'm tired. So those are like, it ain't like, it ain't butterflies and rainbows. That's like, I don't like it. I'm tired. That's not part of my dream. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's part of your dream. You just didn't know. When you said you wanted to go on this tour, yeah, you guys are flying to all the cities. There is no bus. So you got to get up after every show and get on a flight to fly to the next city. So now I got to fly. Yes. You said you want to go on tour. How did you want to go on tour? You said you wanted to go on tour. Were we specific? Did we say bus, plane? How are we getting there? You got 60 shows with your dream artist, but you have to get on a flight to get there. Every city. Oh, the dream is going to cost. The dream is going to cost. It's not going to be free. It ain't going to be easy. It's not. It's going to be sacrifice. It's going to be a lot of nights that, people don't really see. And like I said, everybody just gets the Instagram versions of all this stuff, but nobody's going to see what y'all are going through, what you're dealing with outside of your personal life and just life in general. Like, these are the things that you have to decompress and make an assessment on. How much am I really, really, really wanting this? And am I okay with handling? Like, yeah, that is a part of it. Disappointment, the rejection, the no's, the doors closed, the replacements, oh, the budget cut, so they can only take 4. It was 8, so you wanted the 4 that got cut. We were supposed to have girls, now they're going with guys. Like, damn, like I was planning, so it's all of the different scenarios. There is no one way it's going to happen. I would love to lie and say you're going to book every job and the rate's going to be amazing. And yeah, you're going to get along with everybody. Everybody's going to be so nice to you. I would love to lie and say that. But we all know that's not true. We all know that's not true, right? So my first question when I came on tonight, I said, we got to know why we're doing this. It can't be, oh, I just love dancing. Or, oh, I just, I want to go on to a, oh, I want to be seen, or that ain't gonna be enough. You're not gonna want to do it. It has to be so rooted in you that it's like it's undeniable. There is without a shadow of a doubt that I want to be a performer. I want to entertain, or I want to travel. I want to, do what I love. I want to share my gifts. Like I want to connect with people. I want to like whatever what is that thing? Because we gotta get real clear on it. Otherwise, it's just gonna be, why am I doing this? And it's gonna be easy to get off. It's easy to quit. So you're gonna be like, ain't nobody got time for all that drama. Ain't nobody got time to be dealing with all this back and forth. Y'all don't know, y'all, the rates is what, the show is where, what's the travel situation, what's per diem, like it's gonna be that, and then you were done. You're gonna be like, so why are you doing it? And that is a personal question. That is like, you gotta be at home at night, like, okay, signing up for this, like, yeah, I'm signing up for war. I'm getting ready to go to war. I'm ready to be in these hot ass rehearsals for hours. I'm ready to be on set at 4 a.m. dancing full out for these cameras. Yes, I'm ready. Ooh, I can't wait. Can't wait. I can't wait to be on these planes, tired as hell, in this middle seat to go do this show tonight. I'm on the plane today and I have a show tonight. I can't wait. I have not gotten any sleep. I'm exhausted, but I can't wait. I'm excited. Like delusional, you have to be that way. Otherwise, when you start thinking about it, because it sounds crazy, and if you told that to somebody else, they'd be like, what? You did what? You stayed on set for how long? Ain't no way, Shawty. You got me crazy. I would not, like, that sounds stupid. It sounds nuts, crazy. But I would not trade it for the world. Would not. As exhausted as I am, I can't wait to get on set. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to be in the chair, when the director's like, okay, camera's up. I can't wait. I'm like, oh, I cannot wait to get on set. I'm already tired thinking about it. But it's cool. I know I'm be tired. I don't care. I'm ready. I can't wait to create. I can't wait to dance. Like I'm excited to be in front of the camera or behind the camera. I'm excited to be in this rehearsal. We about to be dancing full out for 8 hours. And I cannot wait. Like it has to be there. Otherwise, forget it. It ain't gonna work. It has to be to the level. Otherwise, when you do get tired and when you are like mentally drained, exhausted, like I'm through. When you get to that point, then you can always go back to, but I said I want to do this. I said I wanted this. I prayed for this. I prayed to be on these type of jobs. This is what I've been saying on my vision board. This is what I've been affirming. I got all these sticky notes and I've been saying all this stuff. I have it in my voice memo. I've written it in my journal. Like I've been talking to my friends, telling my family who I'm gonna dance for. And then when it starts to show up, the work part of it is like, this is what I said I wanted. I prepared myself for when it cancels. I prepared for myself when, I got the no, whatever. I've gone through all of this mental stuff. So now that it's happening, there has to be a deeper reason. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. And so that's why I asked the question in the beginning. Why are you doing this? Because if you aren't doing it for more than just, I just want to dance, it's like, it's going to fade away. And then the magic stuff that I was talking about has fizzled. You're like, ain't nothing magical about this. This shit is like not it. It's nothing magical about it, and I'm good. Or you're like, I felt the magic. I felt it. As tired as I am, oh my God, we did. My favorite video was the 24-hour video shoot. It was 24 hours, but it's one of my favorite. Because nobody knows that we were there for 24 hours. Nobody cares that we were there for 24 hours. Nobody cares, but it's an amazing video. And so now there's work that I can talk about. Yeah, we did, but it's amazing. So the body of work is awesome. Like I'm proud of the projects. I'm proud of the people that I get to dance with and perform for, whatever. You have to just get to those spaces, and it starts in the beginning. It's hard to like work up to that because when you are trying to, your most dancers issue, they're trying to figure out how to get there, and in your mind, you already have to be there. You already have to be, like Tracy said, she's already seen the stage in the rehearsal space. So you're mentally already there. So when you show up in the rehearsal space, it's like, okay, I've already, this is happening. When you're at the concert and you're in the arena or, whatever, the dressing room, whatever the thing was that you was imagining, when it shows up, now you're like, all right, I'm in the space. So it's making sense. And then I can start to apply some of the things that we would have been talking about from the program. So the mental part is crucial. I'm telling you, I've had dancers that have done the program, and by the end, they were like, this ain't me. Let me pause for a minute. Let me reassess where I'm at. Maybe right now, but I don't know. And then they end up circling back around. I definitely, like, I've had a student that she did it and she was just like, yeah, I'm glad I did it because I know I'm not ready for this mentally. And the one thing I will say, this is for anybody, whatever you're passionate about, it's never going to leave. So you can do this program, anybody else's program, whatever, or not. You're still going to want to, because you're passionate. The dance part or whatever the creative part of you is never going to go away. So even people that I know were like, yeah, they end up circling back because the passion. It's like, yeah, no, if you would have just stuck it and applied, I feel like we could have gotten further. So I don't want you to lose time either, or money for sure, and like try your best to move with intention. Definitely, making assessments and be like, have reality checks with yourself. Like, where am I on this journey? It's going to be great because you'll be able to see so many different ways of going after certain things. It's not, everybody don't do it the same way. So don't feel like, oh, I got to go do it this way because everybody, nah. You'll be able to figure out what that looks like for you on your own personal journey, but also, it's going to be a reality check, and that is necessary. I don't recommend anybody pursuing anything and they don't really fully know what they're getting into, because that sounds crazy. It sounds good talking about I want to be a professional dancer until you're actually having to do the work and apply and execute. And okay, like we got accountability now, because I'm on everybody's pages and I'm like sliding in DMs and I'm texting and so it's a community now, and we've talked about the goals, and so now we gotta like, okay, how we gonna make this happen? So we're putting stuff in motion. So it's all of that. It ain't gonna be easy. So no, nothing that you really want is easy anyway. So that's fine. But this will be the space for you to do the thing that we said we was gonna do and maybe put off, or maybe it was like, I'm not ready yet, whatever. Some things will start to show up faster. Keontae, like, she has an audition on Thursday, and I'm pretty sure she didn't expect that. But like, y'all all gonna be getting stuff random, like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, hey, do this. I'm telling you, do this, whatever. So start getting ready for that shift. And then also just go ahead and those things that we talked about in the beginning. Definitely everybody says, what's your why? I'm pretty sure y'all have heard that before. Like, what's your why? Like, what is your why for sure? What is your why? Or better question is, why are you doing this? What is the thing that's gonna keep you going when stuff gets, when it gets hard and it's like, oof, I got questions. Like, what is the thing that's going to keep you going? And then get real clear on your affirmations. Start you can start maybe like not scripting out, but just jotting down some of the things that you want to see on your vision board. It could be, oh, I want to picture Tyler Perry Studios, or I want to a specific show that you want to work on or get casted for or act on, whatever. Write it down so that those are the things that you want to get to put on the vision board. Jasmine, she just finished last session. She literally, I'm talking about just, I don't know if she wrote it on her vision board or she wrote it in her journal. She wrote it down. She said, I want to get on all Queen's Men. She ended up on Queen's Men. And it was like within a week. And that was like, it's not coincidence because I'm saying it's just, that's how it works. So if you gotta just say, hey, I really want to work with such and such, you might not have ever taken that person's picture and put it on something, but that's what we're doing. That's how we gotta get really clear. So yeah, so that's kind of a intro day one for how we are going to kind of approach starting in the program on Thursday. Oh, let me actually, I know DJ, he was having an issue, but I think he got in. Is anybody, I know, Melissa, you said were you able to, was it? Oh, was it the community portal that you couldn't get in? Let's see. Everybody able to get into the online course?
I know for me it was getting into the community part, like
Okay.
in the chat, like how to type things.
Okay, so the thing, so odd. I don't know why. So like if you go into if you
KK
go
Plug.
into and start like you're about to start typing at the bottom, right
Yeah.
here, where the microphone is, right there.
Hmm?
For some reason, when you start typing, it disappears.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. It's and pretend like that enter button is where the microphone was. And if you press where it's empty, it will send the message.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So
Okay, okay.
I don't if it's like a almost like a not a glitch, but like and I can't see on my end like the if it's because of the font of the color because it's red that
Mm-hmm.
it disappears, but it's something that's like a red icon, but I can't see the icon, if that makes sense.
Okay. I'm typing something right now. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, I got it. Well, that was easy.
Let me see. Let me refresh. Which one did you put it in?
I put
Intros?
it in KK plugin.
Oh, oh, okay, okay, look. Okay, I see. So yeah, so go in
KK Platinum.
let me see. And you can do the intro, KK Platinum, and then you can go into intros or like we do the Motivation Mondays or like share your wins. So anything that might be going on in real time, you can hop in there. And even on Motivation Mondays, it don't have to be on Mondays. You can say Tuesday, I'm feeling motivated. Let me type something in there. You can do it in there as well. But yeah, so that's how that works. As odd as that is.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. But yeah, so and then on Thursday we'll be back same time and I just kind of hear a few of your affirmations. You don't have to say all of them, but it's cool. It's cool when we say it or when we put it in the chat for others to help affirm that as well. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. Anybody have any questions so far? Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Well, you guys have
I
an
did have a
amazing.
question.
Oh, go
Sorry.
ahead.
Yes,
That's
I had a
okay.
question. Hey, so my question was about the affirmations and kind of like I don't know if any of you guys can also give me some advice or tip too, but like if you've done it and you feel like you've written it out and you've like done your things, and like I guess I'll just speaking myself, my own experience, but like I've read the books and I've seen things where it's like, okay, you know, you just go to sleep and you wake up, like keep your eyes closed, envision what you want to see like happening and all that stuff. So you can like before you even are flooded with like the daily world stuff, like do that like first thing in the morning. And I feel like I did all those things. So how do you keep yourself motivated to keep doing and believing that like when
Mm-hmm.
you're not seeing it? I know you said that for all the jobs you got like double no. So I guess is how do you keep the
Mm-hmm.
modem to keep like I'm gonna write down more affirmations and I'm gonna like just like keep doing those things. And I've never been a vision board girly, so that's definitely gonna be new for me.
Mm-hmm. Anybody want to answer before I go?
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead, Joyce.
Um, so the voice memo thing at the beginning is so crazy because I used to do that a few years ago, like when I was going through my weight loss journey. And it was kind of the start of me, because I left a corporate career in finance and like I was just like, I want to dance and I really want to do this. So I have voice notes from like 2020 and 2021 that I listen back to now. And I would make one every day, or at least almost every day. And I
Mm-hmm.
would be in my car and I would be talking to myself, like, okay, Trace, you killed your workout today. You
Yeah.
got 3,000 more steps to go to hit your 10,000 step goal. You are doing this. You are amazing. This is what happened today. But just so you know, once the world opens up again, you're going to be on a flight to LA, you're going to be on a flight here, these are the choreographers that you're going to be working with, this is the type of rooms you're going to be in, literally in my car. And I remember, like earlier this year, I was really, really down and like really unmotivated. And there was like one or like a couple of days that I just stumbled upon these old things. And uh, it's consistency, like what Kiki is
Mhm.
saying. Like I resonate with that so much because it was over and over and over and over and over daily or almost daily. Some days I was just really busy and I couldn't, but
Yeah.
just speaking like words, okay, I'm gonna be in this room, I'm gonna figure it out. This just got to happen. It's just and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it definitely changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause see, now I'm right here, like
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like maybe let's look at what you are affirming, like what specific things that you think we want to keep, make better or more or you know what I'm saying, like as far as the intention. And then yeah, it's going to be I honestly feel I ain't gonna say this. I hear the doubt when you say it. So I don't believe it. You're saying it, but you don't even believe it. So it's not gonna work because you really don't believe it. You know? So you're like, I mean, you know what I'm saying all this, but it's like that already is letting me know you really don't believe it. So it's gonna be harder for you to see it happen or feel it. But and then that's when you have to go into the delusional space. You literally have to be like, the motivating part, yes, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. And that's why you have community. That's why you have like programs like this that's gonna help. You're gonna be like, all right, let's go. It's gonna have that energy behind it. So it'll feel like, oh yeah, it's happening. Versus when it ain't this energy, you still have to have the feeling behind it, like affirming it. Like I said, when I wasn't really in the workout mindset and I was saying I love working out and improving my physical fitness. Even though I didn't believe that, I said it with firm, like, yes, I believe it. Yes. Laughing sometimes because I knew that I wasn't like doing what I needed to do, but I got to that point because I was like, no, but I am. But I'm saying I want to be healthier. I want to look good. I want to whatever. So I got to do it. And then falling in love with that process. So it's probably also like specific things that you are saying. We can like kind of talk through that on the next session and getting clear on what that is, what you really want, and not just like the basic, I want to be healthy, or I want to be happy. That's like, eh. you know, three of mine is like, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm the wealthiest I've ever been. I am the healthiest I've ever been. Like, even if some of those are not the truth or not where it should be yet, I'm saying it like I believe it. Like, oh yeah, I am definitely the healthiest. I am the happiest. I'm the whatever that is, and just trying your best to believe that, even if there is a feeling of doubt behind it, we got to change that part, because that's gonna help you when you start getting on these auditions. I'm telling you, it's like night and day. When you really believe that I am the shit, I am dope, I am amazing, like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this audition. Like, I start believing it, even when people around me are like, oh my God, some of the dancers was like, oh my God, such and such was next to me. And they went to the Mary J. Blige audition. And it was just like, I was like, exactly. Such and such was next to you. Like, exactly. Exactly. And it didn't make sense because in her mind, she was like, oh my God, like I can't, such and such that was on Doja Cat tour. I'm like, exactly. You was in the room. You was next to them in the group. We said it like that, and now you got to own that confidence. And literally next week was on stage such and such, so it's a shift, it's a mental shift. And even if you feel like it ain't happening, it probably was happening, but you didn't see it yet. So then you just kind of like start believing, and that's what The Secret talks about. You don't see it, you just got to believe in the unseen. You got to believe it's already happening. Even if I don't see it, feel it, I believe it. And if I believe it, I know it's going to at some point show up. But if I have a sense of doubt that I don't think this going to really happen, then I'm going to say these affirmations anyway. It's going to be harder to like see it come to fruition. So, but yeah, we'll look at yours on Thursday. And then if you need to come up with some more, you think it ought to be better, then absolutely you do that too. Okay, cool. All righty. Well, you guys have an amazing night, and I will see y'all on Thursday. And yes, good luck with your
Thank you.
audition.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear all about it. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Okay, bye, y'all.
Good night. See
Good
ya.
night.
Thank you, Kiki.
You're welcome.